Hey, what's up, guys? So, the Swift Nutrition Protocol, I'm all about simplifying the complex things. So, I'm not going to bore you with a lot of technical, scientifically sounding jargon that may inform you, but may also get you lost. Right now, we are just trying to get the nuts and bolts so that way, whatever little bit you can learn from this can get you started. Even if it's imperfect action, I'd rather have imperfect action is better than no action because you're just stuck, you're overconsumed. Okay, so I want to give you a little bit at a time here. Um, we like to simplify the complex things because your life is busy. It's stressful. You got multiple practices, multiple kids, you have a job. Okay, there's just a lot to do. They're all in school. They have their own schedules in school as well. Time doesn't always feel like on your side. So simplifying your nutrition and being more prepared to grab and go more food and from quality sources is not just a way to survive for health and performance, but also to thrive. Calories. You guys all know about calories, okay? It's an overall a unit of measurement for energy. We have to make sure that we're eating enough energy. Most female athletes I coach need about 2 to 3,000 calories per day, and then male athletes are going to need closer to 3,000 to 4,000. Okay, these all have a range to them. They can be give or take, but let's just keep it simple from there. Adequate calorie intake is essential to fuel all aspects of life, from basic survival to physical performance, mental health, and long-term well-being. If you consistently don't eat enough calories, you may experience a wide range of negative health effects, and you'll simply just not play as good. All right. We also understand that fluids are very important, everything from water and electrolytes. A lot of y'all are very good at this already because you understand the basic importance of all this. You understand the importance of keeping your fluids on hand at all times. Everybody's walking around with tumblers. I love it, including all this is making sure we aren't over consuming high sugary, high caffeinated drinks that might strip away the water when we need it. This all deserves balance. Okay, and that might look like something from one person to the next. And while how much electrolytes and water we consume, sports drinks, water bottles, all that. Certain whole foods that we eat also play a role in how much electrolytes and extra water that we get, even if we can't uh, measure them as well as we can as our water bottles and sports drinks. Biggest thing in this is do not forget to have fun. If you do not have fun with your nutrition, you don't enjoy this, you will not do great with it, okay? This doesn't matter if you're 13, 18, or 48 years old. If it's not enjoyable and it's something you don't find any love with, you will not do great with it. So please don't try to find the miserable way of raw broccoli, dry boiled or chicken, and then rice, and then you have like no seasoning. That's the old bodybuilder way in the 80s and 90s, and we're going to get rid of that, okay? We want to taste good. I want y'all to jazz it up, but be smart with it. Macronutrients. Macronutrients, we know, okay, you got your carbs, fats, and proteins, and they all have their role within energy production and at different rates. Uh, Carbs, fats, and proteins all have different contribution for various functions at different speeds, while carbs are the primary or preferred uh, fuel source because they can be broken down faster. The body can also adapt to fats if fats are more available. If you have more body fat, your body can also utilize this. We know this as you see a lot of adults practicing the ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting. Proteins, to keep it simple, we always think of being big for fullness, as most people think about, but then also muscle tissue repair and growth. So we're going to keep it simple on there. But there's a lot of other things, but that is the nuts and bolts that we need right now. Other benefits of all these macronutrients are going to be immune support, joint support, hormonal balance, brain function, and much, much more. So that's why it's not just about fueling for performance. We are also performing for life. Okay. When we do all this, we need to be simplifying the complex things, but then we need to solidify it with a structure and routine. This is where you learn to build your fueling plan so that you are energized, stronger, and improving your performance one bite at a time. When we learn to eat enough of everything on our schedules, we can eat better, balance more often. You are also going to start to see and feel the difference in your energy when your strength is starting to acquire from the weight room. And then eventually everyone, your coaches, parents, and teammates will notice your progress as well and how you function. My method and strategy for fueling has helped hundreds of athletes just like you, from the varsity levels to elite club to collegiate level, build a nutrition plan that helps them crush their goals. But once again, we also enjoy life still. How can we go about this? So if you think about your macronutrients, the carbs, fats, and proteins, let's start to think about what are your 2 to 3 favorite protein sources that you could eat forever and change up the taste for good. Me, I love Italian, I love Asian, I love Mexican food. I can find 20 meals, different sauces and seasonings that fit those, and still eat chicken, broccoli, and rice, and maybe change the vegetables. Speaking of vegetables, what are your 2 favorite vegetables you could eat forever and change up for good taste? What about fruits? What about other carbohydrates like rice, potatoes, or pasta? Healthy fats sources. When we know exactly what we like the most, we can go with that. If I go in, you need to eat A, B, and C of all these food groups, and you do not like any of them, it won't work. Okay? I can force you to eat all of them. There's going to be a time where you force yourself to eat something you don't like because it's something you might need, but we need to start with what we will eat more of, okay? And build up from there. When you revolve around your nutrition around what you love the most and the whole foods, structure is then the next step. It also determines when and how often each week you can fit in whole food meals. The systems in place, other areas of life that you are successful at might leave clues on how to succeed in this area. Okay. It might also be something that you acquire more structure and discipline and better systems that can adapt to other areas. Okay. These are all going to go hand in hand for being highly successful people, no matter what we get our hands in. Snacks. Snacks are a great way for thriving athletes to fit in extra calories and macronutrient sources when things get busy. Think about protein shakes, grabbing a banana, crackers, cheese, some bite-sized sausages, peanut butter sandwiches, all that stuff, Greek yogurt. Just like the above, what are your favorite snacks? How can you make them greater for your goals? Okay. Finesse. We are going to have to finesse our way to success. I like that rhymes because you should be able to memorize it. With busy times, it's okay to grab food as you go. We just need to be more compliant with better swaps to align our high-level performance and health needs. Example, if you're going to go to Chick-fil-A, can you swap out the fries for salad or fruit? If you are going to go Chick-fil-A, can you get the grilled and baked chicken sandwiches instead of the fried sandwiches? Same thing with the nuggets. Can we get water and unsweet tea, or at least half and half tea, instead of getting sodas, coffees, and high sugary drinks? Okay. Not to say you can't ever have that, but if we can do 80% of the time better, the other 20%, one, you're going to enjoy, two, we're going to have a better balance and thrive. This is all very general for thriving athletes. It may be all that you need to accomplish your goals, and especially your teenage years, but the more individualization later on might be needed for many of us as we seek to level up our A game. All this too, I have a nutrition guide that I'll attach to here that you can get online. It's free. It goes over some of this, but the next modules we're going to go over a little bit more on each macronutrient, the protein, carbs, and the fats, and the fluids, snacks, and how to eat on the go, but then also some individualized strategies so that way you can fit it more for yourself, your athlete, and as your family is able to do so. So stick around for the next modules.